There's a documentary making the rounds on Netflix. It's becoming very popular. You probably have already heard of it if you're in the health scene whatsoever. If you're in the health circles. This documentary is called What the Health. And it's promoting veganism. And I don't agree with the conclusions this documentary comes to as far as avoiding all animal products and that veganism is the best way to go and everything. I do think the documentary came out with some important points to be made, and that is that factory farmed animals are very bad for the environment, bad for our health. You don't want to be eating pork, for instance. And if you're going to be eating meat, stick with non-factory farmed animals, locally raised, things like that. But this documentary, What the Health, they took it to the extreme and they said, don't eat any animal products, it's all poison. And they drew conclusions that I don't agree with, such as that cholesterol causes heart disease and it's going to give you diabetes, and the typical talking points that we hear from vegans. I don't agree with all that. But I want to talk about something at the end of the documentary that I thought was pretty stupid. This doctor at the end of the documentary had this to say.
We're not going to live forever, but while we are alive, we can live well. And for me as a doctor, that's what I want to see.
So this doctor, Neil Bernard, he says, we're not going to live forever? Like, what the heck? This is just so typical. How does he know that we're not going to live forever? What a retarded, stupid thing to say. And then he's just saying, oh, well, we're not going to live forever, so really it's about living well while we're alive. Hello, Dr. Neil Bernard. What's the point of living well if you're just going to die and cease to exist? The whole point is living forever. Living well so that you can live forever. If you don't live forever, it kind of defeats the point of living well. And so anyways, he's just a defeatist. He's being a fatalist. He's not being open-minded to the possibility of living forever. Clearly, he has a closed mind. But anyways, the ironic thing about it, this is at the very end of the documentary. The next scene they follow this scene up with is this lady, this black lady. And here's what she had to say.
We're not going to live forever, but while we are alive, we can live well. And for me as a doctor, that's what I want to see.
Where there's a will, there is a way. And I believe that.
Where there is a will, there is a way. I agree with her. I agree with this black lady. She is smart. She's being smart because look, let's apply that to eternal life. Where there's a will, there's a way. We could live forever, possibly, if we have a will and we open our minds to this possibility of living forever and we fight for it. That's a more optimistic attitude that we need to have with eternal life, unlike this fatalistic attitude that Neil Bernard, the doctor guy, had.
Where there's a will, there is a way.
This black lady kind of reminds me of the Oracle from the Matrix. She kind of has just a wisdom about her. This wisdom right here, this is deep wisdom. Where there is a will, there's a way. Think about that. Let's really think about that and apply that to eternal life. If we have this will to live forever, if we fight for it enough, we can do it, people. We just have to be optimistic. You can't give up on eternal life. You can't be a fatalist. Otherwise, you're just going to be headed for destruction. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. If you're so fatalistic, if you believe that death is inevitable, if you believe that you cannot live forever, and you're so fixated on that idea, you just latched onto this fatalistic mentality that you're going to die, then you're probably going to die. That's the self-fulfilling prophecy. Bruce Lee once said, if you believe something is impossible, you'll make it impossible. And I think that's what most people are doing in regards to eternal life. They don't have that pure imagination. You know, the pure imagination that Willy Wonka had. That pure imagination of a child that is open to all the possibilities in life, including, most importantly, the possibility of living forever. But then as we grow up, we become adults, we become jaded, and we become pessimistic and fatalistic and nihilistic, and we think, oh, we're going to die and cease to exist, and that's it. There's nothing we can do. Well, that's a lame attitude. And that's an attitude that's going to get you killed. So, I'm saying, listen to this black lady. She's being smart. She's like the oracle that is offering us true wisdom. Where there is a will, there is a way. Do not listen to this stupid idiot Dr. Neil Bernard, who's telling you that living forever is impossible. What a stupid, blasphemous thing to say. Deathist. Forget him, people. Forget him. We can live forever if we fight for this dream. You know? It's like Willy Wonka said, we are the dreamers of dreams. You have to dream. You have to dream of something big. You know, set your dream, set your goals high. And what's the highest goal? Living forever. That is the highest goal. And if you set your goal low, then you're probably going to achieve a low goal. And most people's goal is just to die at some ripe old age of whatever, 80, 90. What a pathetic goal. Why not dream of to live forever? Be satisfied with nothing less than eternal life. That is what I'm saying here. And if you want it, you'll fight for it. Wanting it is just the first stage. It's the first step. You have to want eternal life, and then you have to fight for it to make your dream into a reality. You know? Anyways, that's it. Go watch the documentary. It's actually pretty good, despite many of the wrong conclusions it came to. So, may you live forever.
Where there's a will, there is a way. And I believe that.